Today, I'm going to share another poem which had shared by Sheikh Hamdan. He shared this poem on 16th of August in 2024. Recently, he's faced significant challenges in his relationships with both his ex-wife, Hadia, and his current wife, Sheikha Thani. If you haven't seen my last two videos, I recommend watching them first to get a complete understanding of why Sheikh Hamdan is deeply disappointed with both his ex-wife and current wife. First of all, I would like to tell you to turn on subtitles in your language. Especially if you don't understand English, please click this and next select captions. Then you will see many languages. Select your language from that list. Then you will see subtitles in your language. First of all, I would like to share the original poem image, which had shared by Sheikh Hamdan on that day. Keep your eye on it because after that, I'm going to share the translation of it. Poem translation. Oh, breeze, if your cold air moved the green branch, longing didn't move the body of the beautiful when it bended over. Our souls underestimate a thing even if it is great. When reaching out to it becomes humiliating. The secrets of my heart are far away of the eyes of women, though the eyes of women increase the trouble. I stay alone the night as if I have no companion, but the real companion is my poetry and myself. I wander and the poet wanders when his chest is tight, even if he is a sheikh and his life is comfortable and in bliss. His sensitive feeling made him feel as an orphan, despite of many dear ones here and there. Every old wound contributed in destroying himself, and oneself needs a smile to push to rebuild up again. Allah is for us in misery and in bliss. Sheikhs and citizens, we all repeat, Allah is for us. Poem explanation. In this poem, Sheikh Hamdan reflects on his deep sense of disappointment and isolation, particularly in the context of his relationships with his current wife, Sheikha Thani, and his ex-wife, Hadia Zen. The poem is rich in emotion and reveals the complex feelings that have been building within him. Let's break down each verse to understand its significance. O breeze, if your cold air moved the green branch, longing didn't move the body of the beautiful when it bended over. Sheikh Hamdan begins by drawing a parallel between the cold breeze that moves a branch and the lack of response he feels from those he loves. Even as the branch bends with the breeze, symbolizing his efforts and longing, the body of the beautiful, a metaphor for his loved ones, remains unmoved, reflecting his disappointment in the people closest to him. Our souls underestimate a thing even if it is great, when reaching out to it becomes humiliating. Here, he expresses the idea that even something significant can lose its value when pursuing it becomes degrading. This could represent his frustration with trying to maintain relationships that have become a source of humiliation rather than fulfillment. The secrets of my heart are far away from the eyes of women, though the eyes of women increase the trouble. Sheikh Hamdan reveals that his deepest feelings and secrets are hidden from the women in his life, yet their presence only seems to add to his difficulties. This suggests a growing distance and a sense of misunderstanding in his relationships with Sheikh Thani and Hadia. I stay alone the night, as if I have no companion, but the real companion is my poetry and myself. In this verse, he speaks of his loneliness, even when surrounded by others. His true companion is his poetry, reflecting how he turns inward to cope with his emotional struggles. This loneliness underscores the disconnect he feels from those around him. I wander, and the poet wanders when his chest is tight, even if he is a sheikh, and his life is comfortable and in bliss. Despite his status and the outward comfort and luxury of his life, Sheikh Hamdan feels trapped and burdened. His chest is tight, symbolizing the anxiety and emotional strain that come with unfulfilled expectations and inner turmoil. His sensitive feeling made him feel as an orphan, despite of many dear ones here and there. This line captures the depth of his emotional pain. Despite having people around him, Sheikh Hamdan feels like an orphan, abandoned and alone. His sensitivity, possibly a reference to his poetic nature, makes him acutely aware of this loneliness. This is especially because his only hope and love, his girlfriend Shama, is not around him. As I mentioned, she is in Dubai as her aunt is sick. Every old wound contributed in destroying himself, and oneself needs a smile to push to rebuild up again. Sheikh Hamdan acknowledges that past hurts have contributed to his current state of despair. However, he believes that a smile, symbolizing Shama, who brings him hope, can help him begin to heal and rebuild himself. This verse highlights the significance of Shama in his life, as she represents a source of light and renewal amidst his struggles. Allah is for us in misery and in bliss. Sheikhs and citizens, we all repeat, Allah is for us. The poem concludes with a reaffirmation of his faith. Despite his personal hardships, Sheikh Hamdan finds solace in his belief in Allah. This verse emphasizes the universal nature of suffering and the shared reliance on divine support, whether one is a sheikh or a common citizen. Overall, the poem captures Sheikh Hamdan's inner conflict, his disillusionment with those closest to him, and his search for comfort in poetry and faith. The mention of a smile as a source of healing suggests that he sees hope in his relationship with Shama, contrasting with the disappointment he feels in his relationships with Sheikha Thani and Hadia Zen. So with this poem, you can understand Sheikh Hamdan's feelings. I hope you would understand every single word of his poem, and I hope you would enjoy this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you won't miss my any other video. Thanks for watching.